All right, 5-6s, here we go. This is an instruction video for how to play halves and quarters. And I've even got some spectators looking on today. Okay, so we start the game by putting, it says a bean. I'm not sure why it says a bean, but I've got a counter. You can use whatever you like, okay? And I've started by putting it on the 11, and you can either move it one space or two spaces, and you'll notice the arrows are telling you which direction to move it in. Okay, so I'm going to start here and I'm going to move it one space. Now I can choose either a quarter or a half of 3. So I'm going to go for a half. So half of 3 is 1.5, and that's expressed on this board by 1 5/10 because it's normal decimals, and I put my color counter on that space. Okay, now it's my opponent's turn, and you'll notice that my opponent and me, we're both playing on the same game board. So it's my opponent's turn, and she chooses to go 2 places, 1, 2. Okay, and she puts one of her counters, which is the fire chief, onto a half or a quarter of 7, and she's going to choose a half of 7, which is 3.5, and on this game board it is expressed as 3 5/10, and that would go there. And the game continues until someone has got 3 in a row. Now, I reckon again with the other game, your second game, your third game, your fourth game, this is going to be really different to the first one, because the first one you're just kind of feeling it out. And you'll see, oh yeah, I did that wrong in the first game, so I'm going to do that differently. Or my strategy might change a little bit. So those are the goals. I reckon this is a terrific game to play because it's not just about fractions, but it's also about halves and quarters, or halving numbers and finding a quarter of numbers. And there's a range of fractions on the board. And also, it's about strategy related to those fractions. So you're thinking about the fractions, but you're also kind of strategize, what might my opponent do? And then you might be looking up here, what options does my opponent have on their next turn? And that might dictate decisions I make. So there's a lot in this game. And I'm really looking forward to hearing what your thoughts are, because on Thursday morning, we're going to be discussing that in our circle time on Thursday morning. So good luck with the game. If there's any questions, you know where to put them. But yes, I'm sure you'll be fine, because I reckon it's pretty straightforward. Good luck.